Now it just keeps doing it because I did the roller on the mouse for like a minute. That's funny. It's Saturday. That's right. I'd love to play De La Soul the entire time. They'll do like a copyright thing on the video, which I love. I think that makes money for whoever owns this music. And I know I've seen De La Soul do interviews where they're like, we're not getting paid anymore. Like, we signed a contract and everything you see from us is going to somebody else. I'm pretty sure I saw that. I hope this goes to them. Anyway, it's Saturday, everybody, and there's college basketball to talk about. Oh, I got a full night's sleep. First time in a while. I got like over 8 hours of sleep. Gotta love it. So we are refreshed. Oh, everyone say thank you, Terry. Terry's money literally woke me up this morning. My phone dinged like, you got cash. I'm like, oh my God, college basketball. Thank you, Terry. All right, let's do it. Let's talk about yesterday for a second, and then we'll move on to today. And we still need to categorize games. Hey, you anonymous hippos, start typing stuff over here. Let's get this done. This is really important. I'm going to do that after the video, but I wanted to at least get the video up for everybody first. So yesterday, we had a mixture of tournament games and traditional home and away games. And I think we labeled them properly. When you look at just our games that are traditional home and away games that I want to focus on because they're more predictable, I almost want to ignore a lot of the tournament games and just play them for fun. You can't have as much of an edge in those games. Here we're 13 and 12, and how about just our home teams? Remember, I said we'd go 13 and 3. We're missing some games off this list, so I don't know what happened, where they are. I said with 95% accuracy you'll go 13 and 3. I don't know if we did go 13 and 3, but we went 11 and 3. And I mean, it's uncanny what comes out of my mouth loses every time. I'm like, wow, Arkansas State's up here. Look at them sneaky up here with a good line. And then I said, where's the other one? It's Towson, right? Where's Towson? Where'd you go, Towson? That's what we lost. We lost Towson somewhere. Is that not a traditional home game? Hold on a second. I'm sorry, I'm getting weird here, but I said play Towson yesterday. No, Towson won. It wasn't Towson. It was Howard. Sorry, it was Howard. Howard lost to Austin P. Why aren't you showing up? Oh, you're showing as minus 190 because you weren't a favorite. You were a home team, though. Weird, right? They're a regular home team. Howard, right here. They are a home team, right? Howard, where are you? Oh, there you are. You lost. Sorry, I'm blind. So I mentioned playing those. I was like, don't play DePaul. DePaul wins. Where's DePaul? Why can't I see anything? DePaul's not on here. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I messed up some formulas. Point is we learned something yesterday, but it's still under development. So what I did last night was before I fell asleep was I started altering this percentage a little bit and trying to figure out why we had some distortions in where our wins were. Because this actually looks a little better than it did last night, even though it says we won more games last night. Oh, another thing. Guess what a 10% home bump does on all the games that are just normal home and away games? Watch this. 13 and 12 turns into 17 and 8. And you can even go another 5. Oh, sorry, the 20% home bump is what did the best. You do a 20% home. Look at how many. Look at this. This is where you only get one away team at Oklahoma State that wins. You go 21 and 4, just losing. This Boise State game was weird. They lost late. The Howard game, Arkansas, which I said to play. And I guess you lose Missouri down here. Other than that, 21 and 4. Although you can see how bad it is against the spread, meaning that the odds makers know that these home teams are going to win. So it's fascinating how much the home team wins. It's just because if you look at the games that were not traditional home and away games, how about the home teams there, right? The home teams there go 9-7, but they see they lose more. Like home teams lose 7 games as opposed to only losing 4 in more games when they're actually real home teams. That's why it matters so much. All right, so let's talk about today. I haven't glanced at it really yet, and we might have errors in it. And we don't know who's home and who's away for real because I haven't finished labeling that file yet. So we can only act with limited information, and then after the video, we'll see what kind of progress we make here. And there are 60 games today. Oh, somebody's labeling. Good, thank you. See, we're already working. When we get all that in there, we'll be able to have our neutral game slicer and have more than just the 2 games I've labeled so far. But let's assume with what we're working with. First thing I always say, what are our home underdogs? And we have 7 of them, but they're probably none of these are probably, who knows how many are traditional home games. You definitely got to look it up. Sometimes we are distorting some big dogs that don't win. It's still early in the year, but we'll do what we can. Is there anything of interest here? Here we've got Holy Cross. I don't like Holy Cross. They've been losing for us. So Holy Cross is a team that the algorithm's been overrating for some reason. I noticed because we lost a few games with them. If we look at what Holy Cross has done, I definitely want to focus on this because I want to know if it's recency bias in my head or whether we're really losing games with them. They're 2-4. We have them as a 60% team. Why on earth do we have them? Because they're winning games by 3. They blew out some teams and they got a really strong offensive rating. Even though they're adjusted ratings. So it tells me that we're overrating the offensive rating probably this early in the year, and we don't have strength of schedule in here yet. That's got to be added, right? That's probably one of the reasons we got a problem. But let's lower this, and instead, let's go with win-losses more already, because you can see Holy Cross is 2-4. Watch what that does to them. They were 61% with a 13% margin. Now they are down to a 12% margin and a 56% team. So we've helped move that down slightly, and I think that's more accurate. That's the kind of work we need to do, and also adding strength of schedule stuff so that we can properly account for Holy Cross probably having played weak teams throughout the year. And thus, New Hampshire, which I think is a better team, they're not favored here. But where is this game? That's what I want to know. We can actually look that up. Holy Cross. Holy, Cross, Holy. There it is. Holy, yep. That's a true home game. It's a true home game. So in that sense, it does give the edge to Holy Cross because they're at home and they're plus. So maybe you could take them plus 8.5. So these are the kind of decisions you got to make. I'm not going against my alma mater. Definitely going with Vermont. Their favorite, though. I don't know if this is a real home game or not. All right, I don't want to get through every game. It's too boring, and we should have done this work ahead of time. But these are your 6 now home underdogs because we just changed rating and somebody fell off. But keep in mind that when we figure out what these games are... Oh, this is at a 20% bump. Oh, my God. Sorry. Refresh, everybody. Whoops. Refresh. So much to do. No bump. Let's go no bump. Home underdogs. Just 1. Okay. Now I'm making sense. Utah at home against BYU. A little injured is Utah. It's only 1.5 points. It's only 105. You've basically got nothing. Yep. So within these 60 games today, when you get a download of the file, and also once, where are you, mouse? Once this gets fully filled in, okay, you copy this whole area all the way down, and you put it right here, and it's going to paste all the way down here, hopefully filling in all the games. And when you do that, and you come back here and you refresh this table right here, then you're going to get all your neutral site games. It's going to say home and away, and you want to click the home teams here and see what your real home team options are. Because right now it's some subset of these teams, of these 36, but we don't know which ones. And I'm not even going to deal with it because I got to do NBA and I got to do hockey. So I'm going to I'm gonna leave this for now and then see what everybody does with this, and then we'll revisit and send out an image. And I'll probably send out an image or post an image here at the bottom is what I want to start doing. Way at the bottom, we'll start posting images or round robin snapshot bets of what actually makes sense, because it's not really my opinion; it's what the algorithm would say to do if it knows that like this is a home team, Stanford, that's supposed to win. I'm just saying stuff. I haven't looked it up. Harvard is a team that's supposed to win. It sees a good line. It's going to throw like the 5 or 6 home teams on a round robin. And then mathematically also, we need to try to figure out what the distribution of your wager should be based on the lines and how many you should play. Because it's another thing I don't have the answer to. I just mess around with stuff. So if you do one thing today, learn how to use this file and check the Google Sheet. All right. Good luck, everybody. May all your picks be winning. It's Saturday.